It's so beautiful. This is my Starcraft 2 Collector's Edition. Came in the mail yesterday, and I've been waiting till right now to do my unboxing video. Probably won't have time to play till tomorrow, ironically, but let's see what's inside this bad boy. Of course, Ranchin already did his unboxing video of his regular version of Starcraft 2. And he opened that box using a knife, so in my constant bid to upstage Ranchin, I have not brought one knife, but 5 knives taped together. Here we go. Brrr. Okay, there we go. Get off. There we go, every single bit of shrink wrap off, and there is my collector's box. Let's get this out of the frame. Now, how am I supposed to open this? I'm going to have to figure this out on camera. Here we go. Can I even do it with one hand? Oh my god, what's going on here? What's going on? It's like, oh my god, oh! And it opens up. Oh, look at that. Beautiful amount of content. So let's go through this content that's inside the Collector's Edition box. Ooh, man, this is some slick production art here. Wow. They really do put a lot of time and effort, not to mention considerable talent, into designing this. Look at this. This is amazing work. I don't even know what this is. What is that? Awesome. Okay, here are the discs that came in my collector's box. First of all, we have the soundtrack that has a total of 14 tracks on it. Might be spoilerific, I'm not sure, so I won't show you the exact track names. This is a behind-the-scenes DVD, which I didn't even realize came with this, so it will be cool to see how this game is made. This, of course, is our game. I'll be getting to that tomorrow, most likely. Oh! I'm not a huge fan of game comics, but the cover actually looks pretty sweet. So maybe they actually put a lot of production value into this, I'm not sure. Looks like some good stuff. I won't spoiler you. And last, but certainly not least, I've heard a little bit about this, but I don't know exactly what it is. So let's open up the box and find out. I know it's a dog tag / flash drive, which has Brood War and Starcraft on it. But other than that, I don't know much about this thing, but it looks pretty freaking sweet already. I might be using this as a keychain. Oh, it says James Rayner on it. Has a little keychain with it. I was wondering about that, if it would come with it. But yes. Oh man, that's actually kind of heavy. It doesn't feel plastic. In fact, I don't think it's plastic. I think this is metal on the outside, and it looks like metal, but I thought it would be like fake, kind of metally plastic. But it feels kind of heavy. I'm not sure if that's exactly metal or not. It might be. I think it is. But that's pretty sweet. This is Jimmy. As you can tell, it is a flash drive. This little thing on the side is how you click it on and off. This is my new keychain. It is freaking sweet. I would say overall I am very happy with my collector's edition of Starcraft 2. There's a lot of cool stuff included in here, and some of it kind of surprised me, like this little dog tag thing, which is pretty epically sweet. Okay, I know some people wanted me to give my thoughts about this game now that the full version is out. What are my feelings about StarCraft 2? Some people want to know, well, are you threatened by StarCraft 2 since you're so attached to the StarCraft 1 Pro scene? Do you like the game? Do you hate the game? And obviously I haven't played the full version yet, that'll be for tomorrow. But I did jump into the beta when that was happening, played quite a few games in the beta, so I have a good idea of what the multiplayer is like at least. And I want to talk about a couple of things. First off, me and StarCraft 2 are on pretty good terms now. This wasn't always the case. Obviously, you remember my critique videos, my graphical critique, how I talked about everything I didn't like about StarCraft 2, how I kind of bailed out of the beta early because I was getting bored. And then I kind of realized that I'm thinking of this game in the wrong way. I was thinking of StarCraft 2 as a sequel. And of course, you're saying to yourself, well, Nuke, it's StarCraft 2. It is a sequel, but this isn't really how I view a video game sequel. In my mind, a video game sequel should be the original creators coming up with just an improvement on the original game. And I didn't think that could be done with the original StarCraft, and after playing StarCraft 2, I said, yeah, that can't be done. This isn't as good as the first game, and that's how I judged the StarCraft 2 beta. Then I realized, in order to have fun with this game, I can't really judge the game like that. I can't compare it to the first game. I have to think of it in a different way. So now I think of StarCraft 2 as a tribute, not a sequel. Obviously, a lot of love went into this game. I mean, just look at this. This is love. The people who made this game and all this collector junk really do love StarCraft. They love the original game, and it really does show. After playing the game, you can tell that too, just the amount of detail that goes into this game. And it feels like the original StarCraft, even if the balance isn't all there, the charm isn't all there. It feels like the team who worked on StarCraft 2 loved the original StarCraft. So that's how I want to view this game. I want to view it as a tribute. People who love the game presenting the original game in a higher fidelity. It might not be as good as the original, but it's still fun and still worth going through. I mean, just looking at the trailers of the single-player missions, kind of the CG, flashing back to when Kerrigan gets infested by the Zerg in the original game, that is just presenting the original game in a higher fidelity. And that is quite a tribute. That is a tribute to the original game. So if you're out there and you're saying to yourself, I don't want to play StarCraft 2, it's not as good as StarCraft 1, I would suggest looking at the game in a new way. Of course, that is something else that I wanted to talk about too. People taking camps. It is starting to drive me a little bit crazy. It didn't at first, but now it is kind of driving me crazy. Of everyone on forums and comments just taking sides on this thing when you really don't need to. People saying, I'm going to stick with the original StarCraft 1 because it's better, and screw StarCraft 2, the pro scene's not there, it's not as fun to watch. And then all the people coming in saying, StarCraft's on the way out, StarCraft 1, your time is over, everyone's moving on to StarCraft 2, you gotta move on with this, you gotta go with the tide. And I say, why not both? Why is everyone taking sides? You can watch StarCraft 1 Pro Scene and play StarCraft 2 all you want. In fact, you can play both games. I mean, this comes with Brood War, so if you get the Collector's Edition, you obviously have no excuse about not being able to play both games, so play both games. They're different games. Blizzard was very smart about making the games different. They made the units pretty different. Of course, they include some from game to game. But the gameplay is different, the strategies are different, and they're just different games. So you don't have to pick sides saying, well, StarCraft 2 is just an upgraded StarCraft 1, because that's not the case. They are different games, and you can enjoy both. I believe in you, you can do it. So, this has been Nuke. Thank you for joining me for my unboxing video, Nuke at Night. See you guys later.